It's probably not your camera. Today I'm going to give you money tips that you can use to upgrade your film project. There's a couple of misconceptions around the idea of cinematic look. I cannot deny the fact that certain equipment might make your project look a certain way. Yes, there is equipment that can up your game, but what if you find yourself in a situation where you can't access all of those expensive and fancy equipment? What do you do? Does that mean your idea must die out? So I've got a couple of tips which we're gonna try together today. If you just stick around, we're gonna try this in real time. Use a couple of, you know, old equipment, a couple of equipment that some of you might seem redundant. Because I've heard like people saying that, oh, do you have a better camera? Do you have, oh, I can't shoot because there's no equipment like this, that, and that. You would find people dissing certain equipment. But I have found myself in situations where I had to use those equipment, and to my surprise, I was pretty much comfortable with what I got. I've done also client work using those equipment. There was never a complaint. I think the most important thing is understanding what is it that you're doing, why you're doing it, who or what platform are you doing it for. Understanding those simple basics, I think it can get you moving, so that we move away from the idea that we all need like your Sony FX3, we need your Blackmagic to execute certain projects. You'll realize that you're probably not even ready to handle those equipment, because that alone won't give you the look you're looking for. That alone won't give you whatever results that you think that equipment can give you, unless you know what is it that you're doing. So I always prefer that people master what they have, understand the tools that you have at your disposal, and then you can move into the next phase. So I've got this equipment. It is basically a very old Sony HD. When we got this camera, I think we were not even aware of, I wasn't like clued up with cameras by then. It was just a camera. It was nice to have so that we can document whatever that we can document when we go. It's a Samsung. Here's the equipment. It's an old digital Samsung. It's an HD camera, so which means it's 1280 by 720, which is HD. It's under full HD. And then there's also these cameras. This is a Nikon D3400, which it's full HD. So 1080 by 1920, which is a standard right now for most of the platforms. So most smartphones they use full HD. Social media uses full HD, that's for sure. YouTube, most of what you see on YouTube is basically full HD, but there is also a couple of projects that are sort of now moving into the 4K. There's a couple of them, so I'm just gonna show you what is it that I have, but I might not test all of them. So the idea that I had for today was to sort of like test this Samsung, since it's small basically, but I also have this 7D Canon, which is a better equipment, but it's also a DSLR. I just don't have a card for this because it still uses one of the older cards. So the idea was to compare these two. Three equipment. So I've got a Sony ZV-E10, which I'm shooting with right now, and then there's this smartphone which is I think S20, Samsung S20, and then there's this Samsung digital camera that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna take a video, we compare it in real time, but I think the idea is just to prove that you can still achieve certain good looks, provided that you know what you're looking for. I think the best tips that I can give you is just understand how light behaves, because understanding light gives you a better chance. A lot to do with photography is light. I heard a friend of mine saying that, you need to follow light. Recently I posted a video, another friend of mine commented that, this shows the power of manipulating light. So that's what film is basically in photography. You need to know how to bend light, you need to know how to use light. So the simplest tip, get closer to the source of light. If you are about to shoot, identify all the points where you can find your source of light. Like for instance, this is my source of light, the window. It's my source of light. So if I'm looking in this direction, you can definitely tell that, okay, this side is lit because there's that window there, so there's a light probably coming from there. Yes, it could be basically a red herring, or could be a misleading light. What we call motivated light gives you that idea that light is coming from that side, because even if when I turn, I look at this direction, you still see the same light lit. Why? Because there's another light here, a very soft light to match that light there coming from the window. And this soft light basically is to, motivate the light that is coming from that side. But what's nice is the same light that is coming from the window, which is natural lighting, now act also as a backlight, because now it's lighting me from the back just to create that rim light, but it also lights everything else that you see behind me, that side. However, there's another light here, a few degrees away from, maybe 45 degrees away from the camera. There's a light pointing that side, which also is lighting, the space. It's basically like an ambience light. It's just lighting the space so that everything is clear, everything is visible. You can see the board there behind, you can see the shoes there at the top, everything else that's in the space. Why? Because this type of content is not a content that's meant to be dramatic. So basically this look is for me to sort of like achieve a neutral look that is inviting, that that is a bit warm. The space is colorful, so I want that. I want the vibrancy, I want everything to just look natural so that it's inviting. But I wouldn't use the same lighting if I were to light a dramatic scene. But we'll try out something together and see how that looks like.